Hey दोस्तों, um, it gives me immense pleasure to be here this evening for this much awaited Mushaira. And as we all know, as you just heard, Mushaira is an integral part of the culture of North India, and it is greatly admired by participants as a forum for free expression. Urdu Mushairas have unique characteristics that allow the audience to interject, to interrupt the reciting poet, finish a couplet even before the poet does, and even applaud or criticize the poet right in the middle of his performance. And the poets, on their part, explored many aspects of our society in their renditions. Apart from the entertainment value, Mushairas have also done much to keep Urdu language alive. Any account of Urdu's literary culture would be incomplete without a description of the mushaira and the special role that it played in finessing the art of ghazal poetry. The mushaira probably had its formal beginnings in the 15th to the 16th century literary circuits of Iran, then made its way to India where it thrived. The classic form of mushairas that we modern humans have come to know did not really take on a final shape until the 17th century when Urdu became the official language of the court in the Indian subcontinent. Urdu poetry gained immense popularity in the 18th century when there was a scarcity of newspaper, media, and public information. So, Urdu poetry became a way for people to communicate with each other about the social and the political woes of that time. And it has its linguistic roots etched in Persian, in Turkish, and Arabic. And this colorful mix of cultural and linguistic conventions was one of the reasons why it came to be loved by so many people in the Indian subcontinent. Today's fans of Mushairas come from many different parts of the world, and the art has received international recognition from some of the most respected literary figures of modern times. We are privileged to have some contemporary poets of Urdu amongst us today. I was told, I don't know if everyone is here, but Sri Nida Fazli, Dr. Wasim Barelvi, Munawar Rana, Rahat Indori, Rais Ansari, Dr. Ms. Naseem Nikat, and Ikram Rajasthani. And we are fortunate to have amongst us the scholar of Urdu language and literature, an eminent Urdu writer, Professor Dr. Gopi Chand Narang, as a special guest for this evening. Dr. Narang, as you all know, has been bestowed with the prestigious Padma Bhushan Award. And prior to the Padma Bhushan, he remained the only Urdu critic to be awarded the Padma Shri Award. The Maharashtra Urdu Academy awarded him the Sant Gyaneshwar honor. And besides, there's hardly any Urdu forum that hasn't honored him. He was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in Urdu in 1993. And later, he remained the president of the Sahitya Academy, India's National Academy of Letters, from 2003 to 2007. He was also on the editorial board of the Academy's journal, Indian Literature. So my warm welcome to Professor Dr. Gopi Chand Narang and all the other poets for making this evening so special for the people of Muscat with their presence. A little bit, I'd like to also say something about Nida Fazli this evening, who is a favorite name for ghazal singers. He makes his poetry commonplace, closer to the home and to the heart. And to him, the creative sentiment and inner urge are the sources of poetry. and he has been honored with the National Harmony Award for writing on communal harmony. He also has 24 books to his credit in Urdu, Hindi, and Gujarati, some of which are prescribed as school textbooks in Maharashtra. He also received the Mir Taki Mir Award for his autobiographical novel Diwaron Ke Beech from the government of Madhya Pradesh. His well-known works are Mor Nach, Hum Kadam, and Safar Mein Dhoop To Hogi. So I could go on about all the other luminaries also, but time is short and I know that you're all eager to listen to the artists. So I extend my deep-hearted appreciation and thanks to the organizers, Urdu Wing of the Indian Social Club, and to the Alomania Financial Services for presenting this program, this wonderful evening. Finally, my thanks are also due to the Indian Council for Cultural Relations because they have supported us a lot in organizing this event and also such events in Muscat. And they've been generous enough to allow us deputing some of the poets for this gathering have been deputed by them. So I wish you all a very memorable evening. And once more, I would say this is another feather in the cap of the Urdu Wing. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.